guys, welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Kiara and I have my own crochet business and I really like to share all of my experiences with you. So in this specific video, I will be doing 2 markets in one weekend selling my crocheted plushies. Now, I am so sorry there was not a video last week. I was in Cuba for a week, so I didn't make a video over there. But yeah, so I will be bringing you guys along with me for 2 markets this weekend. One of them came along very last minute, actually while I was in Cuba. The organizer of the second market messaged me asking if I was interested because her crochet vendor that she had for the event had canceled, so she was asking me if I was interested. So I said yes. So now I have 2 markets in one weekend. So I was really stressed about this because I didn't bring much stuff to crochet in Cuba because I was on vacation, and when I came back I had to restock at the consignment stores that my plushies are at. It's around Christmas time, people are doing their Christmas shopping, and my items were selling really well there, so I had to restock. I've been back for a few days now and I restocked at the stores this morning. I brought all this stuff this morning. So everything that I crocheted since I got back basically has been sent to the stores except for the stuff that I crocheted today. So usually in these types of videos, I would show you guys everything I crocheted since my last market that will be coming to the market with me. But I don't have a lot of stuff to show you guys because it's basically just the stuff that I crocheted today and one item that I crocheted last night. Everything else went to the consignment stores, and unfortunately I don't have it here to show you guys because I brought it this morning. But I will show you guys what I do have that will be coming to the markets with me this weekend. So starting with hot dogs, I made one of these last night and one was made today. So yeah, last night is when I basically finished everything that needed to go to the stores, and then I started crocheting stuff to kind of have extra stock for the markets. So I have 2 hot dogs. These are my own pattern that you can find in my Etsy and coffee shop. They sell really well, both at markets and the consignment stores. So these 2 will be coming to the markets with me. I did make one that was going to the consignment stores, but anyways. So yeah, I have 2 of these guys. Next, I have one chicken. His eyes kind of look big. He came out a bit smaller than my regular chickens. It was a new yarn. It was my first time using this specific yarn. It is from Dollar Tree. So yeah, that's why I guess it came out a little bit smaller and his eyes look a little bit big, but he's still very cute. I just freehand it, but I guess it's kind of based on like the Mabel chicken pattern, but I obviously add a little tail and the head that sticks out. But yeah, I just freehand these guys. And I have an octopus. I have these super cute eyes that my mom got for me, and I thought they just suited him so well. So this guy is super cute, and I actually sold out of these at a market I did before leaving for Cuba, so I was happy that I was able to make one at least to have at the markets this weekend. Also, I just freehand the octos like this, but there's like a bunch of patterns like this out there, so if you wanted to make this, I'm sure you won't have a problem finding a pattern for an octopus like this. Now there are 2 more items. So I have a loaf cat. He has whiskers, but the yarn is kind of like dark, so they're hard to see, but he does have whiskers. I'm not sure if I should make the whiskers white next time when I use this yarn. I won't like change them on this one, but maybe next time I make a cat with this yarn, I will make the whiskers like white. I just thought this color was like perfect for it to look like a tabby cat. I have a cat that's kind of this color. He has some white too, but I just thought the color was like perfect for a tabby cat. So yeah, I just freehand my little kitties, but there's a bunch of loaf cat patterns out there. And lastly, I have a dinosaur that I just finished right before starting filming this. I just freehanded it, and he has a fluff right here. But yeah, I think these colors are super cute for a little dinosaur. So those are basically the only items that I made like this week, I guess, that will be coming to the markets with me. Because like I said, everything else went to the stores. So those items need price tags and tags with my logo. So I will have to do all of that. And I also need to add a string to turn this little guy into an ornament. Kind of hard to see because the background is dark. But I did take this custom order at a market that I did before I left for Cuba. I actually crocheted this guy in Cuba, so I did bring yarn to crochet over there, just not much. But yeah, so I did make this guy. The person that custom ordered it sent me pictures of their dog, and they wanted me to make a little ornament that looks like their dog. So I made this, and then before adding the string to turn it into an ornament, I sent them pictures of it just to see if they wanted me to make any changes. They said it was perfect, so not have to add the string to make it an ornament, and they will pick it up tomorrow. So today, right now, is Friday evening / late afternoon. It's really dark out, but anyways, so yeah, the markets are Saturday and Sunday. Saturday's market, it has been booked for a while, and then the one on Sunday is the one that kind of came on very last minute, but I was happy to do it. It's very close to where I live, so it's not like I have to drive super far, and I've done a market with that organizer before, and I had fun, and it was a good market, so I thought I would do it again with them, a Christmas one. But yeah, so for tomorrow's market, I was originally supposed to be outside. It would have been very cold, but at that specific location, I will freeze if I have to because the traffic outside is insane. Like, there's always so many people walking around, and I know that my sales would be a lot better outside rather than inside. And on the application, when you applied for that market, you could say if you preferred to be outside or inside. I said outside. I did one market with them outside before I left for Cuba, and I did really well. I made a video on that one, so definitely go check it out if you wanted to see how it went. But anyways, so I was expecting to be outside again, and I was excited because I always do well at that market when I'm outside, but it was going to be very cold. And then I got the email saying kind of where everybody's going to be set up, and in the email they said everybody was going to be inside, so I guess I'm a bit disappointed about that because it's not just inside. Like, there is a building very close to where we would have been outside, and there are like vendors that are there like year round. They have like a boutique or whatever inside, and then we would be upstairs of that building, and there's no elevators. That's what I don't like. There is no elevators, so it's not accessible to everybody. So I'm not like upset that I'm upstairs. It's just I know there's going to be a lot less traffic inside, let alone upstairs where it's not accessible to everybody. So yeah, it's definitely not going to be as busy as it would have been if I was outside. But it will be very cold, so hopefully people feel that it's cold and then they're going to decide to go inside to warm up, and hopefully they decide to come up the stairs if they can. But I don't think it's going to be the best thing ever since we're going to be upstairs and it's not accessible, but that's what it is. At least now that I am inside where it will be heated and not outside freezing, I can bring Crochet to crochet there. Last time that I did this market and I was outside, I mean, I did very well, but there were times that it was slower, so I could have crocheted and got things done, but I couldn't because it was way too cold, and if I took my gloves off, I would have froze. So I wasn't crocheting because it was way too cold, but at least now that I'm indoors, I can crochet when there's nobody at my booth. So at least I can get some stuff done. And on Sunday, it is also indoors and upstairs, but there are elevators, so that way it is accessible to everybody, because not everybody can go upstairs, so at least there's an elevator on Sunday. So that one is in an arena, or like there must be like a community hall in the arena, like same building. I've been to that arena before for sports games, but I've never been to the upstairs hall, so I'm not exactly sure what it looks like, but I'm sure it will be a good market. The event on Facebook for Sunday already has a lot of people interested. That doesn't mean they're all going to show up, but it is a good way to judge the amount of people that are interested in going to that event. So anyways, now I'm going to put the string on the little dog to turn it into an ornament, and I will put the tags on the plushies I made last night and today, and I will pack those up, and I will have to load my car tonight because, yeah, most of the stuff is already in the car. I just brought the bins and bags of plushies inside so that I can put the plushies that I made in there, and then I will have to put that back in the car tonight. But I will do a time lapse of me putting the string on the dog to turn it into an ornament, and of me putting the tags on the plushies I made to kind of show you guys how I do it. Alright, so I put tags on everything, and I put a string on the dog to turn it into an ornament. So I will pack this little guy up for the person to come pick it up, but it's not even 6 p.m., so I will crochet some more before putting the stuff into the car, because I will most likely finish some more things before I need to put the stuff in the car. So I will update you guys on everything I crochet tonight, I guess. I will have to plug in my square. Everything else is pretty much ready, so I think I literally just need to plug in my square and crochet as much as I can. I will need to pack the supplies that I want to bring tomorrow to crochet at the market since I will be indoors, so I will do that once I'm done crocheting for the night, so I will update you guys later. Alright guys, so it's later in the evening and I have crocheted one more octopus like the purple one I made earlier today and I showed you guys earlier. So I will just need to put a price tag on this guy and pack him up, and I will not be making anything else tonight. I'm just gonna load the car, and I still have to go for a walk with my dogs and shower and all of that, and I'm gonna try to go to bed at a decent time because I'm so exhausted for some reason. So I will do all of that, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow morning before the market. Good morning guys, so it's the morning before the first market, so I will be leaving very shortly. I just wanted to say good morning to you guys and tell you guys that I will be leaving. So it's gonna be my first time driving there by myself. I recently got my own vehicle. I just got my mom's old SUV and then she got a new one, thanks mom and dad. So yeah, I'm gonna be picking up my grandma. She loves doing markets with me and it's just nice to have somebody, but she lives pretty close to where the market is, so I just have to go pick her up and then we're gonna head straight to the market. So I'm really excited and I will show you guys my setup there once I'm all done setting up. guys, so I'm back home from the market, and to be completely honest, I am pretty disappointed with how today's market went, mainly because I've done markets with these organizers all summer and they were always very good. There was always so much traffic and the fees were okay. And I mean, I did one with them before leaving for my trip to Cuba, and it was a night market on a Friday night, and I was outside and I did really, really well. And when I applied for these Christmas markets with them, you could pick whether you wanted to be outside or inside. I said outside because that's where all the traffic is. So I was under the impression that I was paying to be outside, and then they put us inside, and there was no traffic. Nobody came upstairs, inside. Like, the amount of people that already don't go inside the building, let alone upstairs where it's not accessible to everybody. The traffic was just not there, and with the traffic that was there, the sales were not there, and I know that part is not the organizer's fault, that people are not buying. But the fact that I was really expecting to be outside where all the traffic is, and I wasn't, that I am disappointed about, and I just really didn't make sales, and neither did a lot of other vendors. So we were a little bit disappointed about that. But anyways, so I will tell you guys how much money I made today, and I will tell you guys about the fees, and then I will do a breakdown. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I am a bit disappointed with how today's market went. So today I made a total of $219, which, I mean, that's not anything crazy. It could be worse, but the reason I'm kind of upset, I guess, is the booth fee was $80, so I'm just kind of disappointed that I paid $80 when I thought I was going to be outside, and then I was put inside where there was no traffic. But anyways, and the square fees were $3.83. Most people paid with Square. I think only one person paid with cash. So that leaves me with a total profit of $135.17. So that's really not a lot. For that big of a booth fee, I would have expected to be outside and have a lot more traffic. I don't mind paying a booth fee of $80. It's just, if I knew I would have been inside, I probably would not have booked this market, because I know that inside that building is not busy at all. But I can't do anything to control that, I guess. That's just how it went. And after the market, I did ask if the next markets that I have booked with them, if I can be outside. They said they don't have enough vendors. They don't want to have just a few outside and just a few inside. I already booked 2 more with them, 2 more Saturdays before Christmas. So I'm afraid that those Saturdays will be the same as today, no traffic upstairs or anything. But I already paid and there's no refunds, so it is what it is. Now I will do a little breakdown for today's market for you guys. So I will tell you guys about the items I sold. And I will put a picture of each item up here while I talk about it. I will tell you guys how much I sold that item for, and how many of each item I sold out of the amount that I brought. So, starting with elephants, I started with 4, and I sold 1 for $25. I started with 3 mini mushies, and I sold 1 for $10. I started with 6 mini whales, and I sold 1 for $8. I started with 5 mini octos, and I sold 1 for $8 also. I started with 1 unicorn, and I sold it for $38, so I was happy to sell an item that was a little bit more expensive. I started with 4 hot dogs, and I sold 1 for $25. I started with 2 cats, and I sold 1 for $20. I started with 3 chickens, and I sold 1 for $18. I started with 2 jumbo turtles, and I sold 1 for $38, so I was happy to sell another higher priced item. I started with 1 bigger dinosaur, and I sold it for $22. That's the one that I finished yesterday that I showed you guys. And lastly, I started with 16 keychains, and I only sold 1 for $8. So that is a total of 11 items that sold. So I was happy to sell the unicorn and the jumbo turtle for $38 each. At least that brought my amount of money that I made up a little bit, but still nothing crazy. So there's nothing I can do about how today went, except for hope that tomorrow goes a little bit better. I did crochet while I was there today, so that is one good side, I guess, about being indoors, is that I can crochet and it's not too cold. So I did crochet some keychains, some mini octos, mini whales, things like that while I was over there. But to be honest, I would rather freeze outside and not be able to crochet and actually make the sales rather than be inside where there's no traffic and crochet. I mean, I can crochet when I get home. I would like to make the sales while I'm there, but there's nothing I can do about today, so I just really hope that tomorrow goes a lot better. To be honest though, I think that tomorrow will go better. I hope so. The booth fee is even cheaper for tomorrow, which is a plus side, I guess. So if I don't make that much money, at least I didn't spend so much to be there. And it's really not far from where I live. And there is an elevator to get to the second floor. So tomorrow it will be at an arena. I guess there's like a hall, and the hall is on the second floor. There are stairs to get up there, but there's also an elevator, so at least it's accessible to everybody, which is a very good thing. So I think that tomorrow will be better. The event on Facebook already has over 4,000 people interested. I know that doesn't mean they're all going to be there, but it's a good way, I guess, to judge how many people know about the event and how many people are planning on attending. Of course, it doesn't mean everybody that said they're interested. It doesn't mean they're all going to be there, but there's also a lot of people that I'm sure didn't put on Facebook that they're going to be there, and they will be there. So I don't know. I'm excited for tomorrow. I hope tomorrow goes better so that at least I make some money this weekend. So I'm excited to see how tomorrow goes. So I'm not sure if I'm going to crochet much tonight. It's not too late, so I will try to crochet maybe a few things. If I do finish anything, I will show them to you guys, and I will talk to you guys later. Hi guys, so it is Sunday morning. I'm not wearing my sweater with my business logo, and I basically just got up, but I just got an email saying the market today is cancelled because of heavy snowfall. So it was snowing a lot last night, and it just snowed all night really. I took a little clip of the snow this morning while I was bringing my dogs out. But yeah, so a lot of snow did fall overnight. I mean, I've seen a lot more snow than that, but I'm from up north, so I'm used to a lot of snow. But I think it's not really the amount of snow that there is, it's the fact that it literally all fell overnight. So yeah, there was like barely any snow yesterday, and then most of that fell overnight. So of course the roads are not going to be the best. People might not feel comfortable coming out when there's snow like that on the roads and things like that. So they decided to cancel the market, which is for everybody's safety. I completely understand that. But of course I'm a bit disappointed because I was excited for this market, but everybody's safety comes first, of course. So yeah, there will not be a second market in this video, unfortunately. Now I really wish that yesterday's market would have turned out better. I mean, I wanted it to turn out better anyways, but now that I don't have today's market, the amount of money I made yesterday is literally it for this week, which is not very good, but I can't control that, especially where we live. I mean, there is a lot of snow usually at this time of the year, so that's gonna happen. And sometimes it's just unexpected and it all comes overnight, so I guess that happens. I'm just disappointed that I didn't do very well yesterday, so now that's basically what I'm stuck with, but it is what it is. So I'm so sorry guys, I can't really make this video much longer. I told you guys about yesterday's market, I did a breakdown and told you guys everything I made and everything, so there's really not much else I can do for you guys in this video, so I guess that's gonna have to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching one market vlog today, and I have another market next weekend, so definitely stay tuned if you want to see that, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!